Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the nested if else. Now before we see what is nested if else, let us see what do we mean by nesting or what do we mean by nested. Nested means one thing inside another is called as nested. Right, it means what? If inside another if or if else inside an if. Now what do I mean by this? Let's see with some syntaxes. Now I say if inside another if inside another if. This might be the first for. Now when I say if inside another if, how do we see it? This is if, and here we write the condition. We know the syntax of if else. If, then we write the condition, and this is the body of if. What we do in the body of if? We write another if, right? And what do I write over here? And I can say if some other condition. Let me call this as condition 1. That means it can be same as this condition. There is no point in writing same condition. It would be condition 1 wouldn't be equal to condition. It might be equal as well, but there is no point. And this becomes the body of the if. This becomes the body of the if. Now what do I mean by this? If inside another if is a nested if. Let's see with the help of an example how does this nested if works. Now let me say int x is equal to 5. Let me say int x is equal to 5, and I write here if x is greater than 3. If x is greater than 3, and here I write one more condition if x is greater than 10. X is greater than 10, and I write here printf1, and we close over here, and here I say printf2, and here I say printf2. Okay, now let us see how does this program behave. First the condition will be checked. 5 greater than 3. Yes, 5 is greater than 3. Since the condition is true, the body of if should be evaluated. Now what is the body of if? The immediate statement or the immediate block after if. Now this is the immediate block after if. This should be evaluated. Therefore again it sees a condition, and what is the condition? 5 greater than 10. 5 greater than 10 is false. That means this body of if should be skipped. It doesn't evaluate, but this printf2 is being associated with the outer condition, with the outer if. Therefore the output for this question is 2. Therefore the output for this question is 2. Now let us just modify about it and see how does the program will behave. Now if I say x is greater than 10, and here I say x greater than 3. Now let us see what will be the output in this scenario. Now what is the value of x? 5. 5 greater than 10 is false. Since it is false, this complete body of if should not be evaluated, and even printf2 won't be printed. Nothing gets printed. Now let us say I say x is greater than 1, and if x is greater than 3, how does this program will behave? Now 5 greater than 1, yes, this should be evaluated. 5 greater than 3, yes, 5 is greater than 3. Therefore this should be evaluated, and 1 will be printed on the screen, and it comes out of the if. This is the next set of statement for this if, but this 2 is in the body of the outer if. Hence it will print 2 as well. Therefore the output is 1 and 2. This is how the nested if will work. Now there are many forms of this, and the first form that we have studied, let me call this as A, that is if inside another if. If, here this is if inside another if, and such a thing is called as a nested if. And this is what? This is a nested if. This is a nested if. Right. Now there might be situation that this in the body of if there might be if else. Right, or in the body of else there might be if else. That is called as nested if else. That is what we are going to see now. Please let us see the second type of nested if else. There might be if else inside an if. That is the other part of the syntax. Now how does this program will behave? first the condition will be evaluated. If this condition is true, then only this complete body of if will be executed, right? And if this condition is false, nothing will get evaluated and it will come out and it will evaluate the next set of statements. Assume that the condition is true, then it will evaluate the condition 1. And if condition 1 is also true, then the body of if will be executed, body of else will be skipped. Remember that else is always associated to previous if. That means this else is associated to this particular if, that is the inner if, not the outer if. These two will make the if else. These two will make the if else. Now, if condition is true but condition 1 happens to be false, then what will happen? Then the body of else will get executed. Then the body of else will get executed. Now, let us see with the help of an example how does this particular thing will work. Now, let's again say int x is equal to 5. Let's say again int x is equal to 5. And I write here if x is greater than 10, and I say here if x is greater than 2, printf 1, and we say here else printf 2. And here we say printf 3. Okay. Now, how do we evaluate it? First, evaluate this condition. 5 greater than 10 is false. That means even though 5 greater than 2 is true, it won't be evaluated because this complete body has to be skipped. This complete body has to be skipped. Why it has to be skipped? Because 5 greater than 10 is false. It should not evaluate this part of the thing. Is that okay? Now, therefore, the output of this question is nothing gets executed, right? Nothing gets executed. Now, if I say x greater than 1 and I say x greater than 2. Now, see here, 5 greater than 1 is true. Since it is true, this part of the code should get evaluated. Now, again it will check 5 greater than 2. Yes, 5 is greater than 2. Therefore, this is the body of if which should get executed and it will print 1 on the output screen. Since if has been executed, else it should not be executing it, but this printf3 is associated to the outer if, hence the output for this question is 1 and 3. Therefore, the output of this question is 1 and 3. Now, let's say some other scenario. Now, I say x greater than 20. X greater than 20. Now, what it will do? First, it will evaluate 5 greater than 1. Yes, 5 is greater than 1. Therefore, this should be executed. Now, it will check 5 greater than 20. It is false. Therefore, if part should not be executed, else part should be executing it. And when it executes the else part, it will print 2 on the output screen. And this printf3 is independent of this if else and it should print 3 as well. Hence, the output for this question is 2 and 3. I hope you have understood this. How does this if else inside an if will execute it, right? Now, similarly, this if else might be inside an else, and let us see how does that work. Let us see the third part of it. If else might be inside an body of else. Now, this is the body of else. This is where we have if and else. Now, how does this work? If the condition is true, body of if will get executed and the complete else block will be skipped. Okay, even though the condition 1 is true, the complete body of else will be skipped. If condition happens to be false, then the body of else will be executed, and in this again we have the condition 1. If condition 1 is true, then the body of if gets executed, and if condition 1 is false, then the body of else gets executed, and then we have the next set of statements. Now, whatever we have said over here, let us try to understand with the help of an example. Now, let's say int x is equal to 5. Let's say int x is equal to 5. Now, what do I write over here? I say if x is greater than 1, and here I write printf 1, and this is the end of f, and we write over here else if x is greater than 3, here I say printf2, else printf3, and here I say printf4, and this is the end of else. Okay, how does it works? Now first it will check for the if phi greater than 1, yes, phi is greater than 1, therefore on the output screen it will print 1. Now see over here, the body of else should not be executed since the body of if is executed. Since the condition is true, if got executed, else should not be getting executed even though the condition phi greater than 3 is true. Is that okay? Now let's see. Now printf4 also won't be executed because it is a part of else. Okay. Now let me say if x is greater than 10, how does it work? Okay, now first we will check phi greater than 10. Yes, the body of if should not be executed, but the body of else should be executed. Now again it will check phi greater than 3. Yes, phi is greater than 3, therefore it should print 2. Since if has got executed, else should not be executed, and this is outside of this if and else. This is outside of this if and else, and it will should print 4 as well, and it should print 4 as well. Let's see the next scenario. How does it works? Now let me say x is greater than 30. How does it works? Now first it will check phi greater than 10, it is false, else should be executed. Phi greater than 30, it is also false, therefore else should be executed, and it will print 3, and this 4 is outside the control of the if else, therefore it will print 3 and 4 as well. Now what should be the next scenario? The next scenario is this if else can be in the body of if as well and can be in the body of else as well. Let's see the last one. Let us see the last case, that is if else inside an if as well as else. Now this is the general syntax. If we write the condition, and in the body of if we have if else as well, and in the body of else again we have if else. Now let's take an example and see how does it works. Now before I say the output of this particular question, I want you to pause the video and try it yourself before we display the answer. Okay, let's see what is the answer for this. Phi greater than 2. Yes, phi is greater than 2. It is true. Since it is true, the body of if should be executed. Now when we execute the body of if, we should not execute the body of else. Let's see what is the output of this, and it will say 1 on the output screen. Now again there is an if else. That is what I need to check. Phi greater than 4, yes, phi is greater than 4, therefore it will print 2 as well. Else part should not be executed since this if part has been executed. Right, now since the outer if has executed, the outer else should not be executed, hence the output is 1 and 2. Now let us see the output of this question, and I say if x is greater than 40. Now phi greater than 2, yes, therefore it should execute the body of this if, and the first statement is 1. Now again it will check phi greater than 40 is false, therefore it should print 3. Now will it evaluate the body of the else? No, it won't evaluate the body of else since the body of if is already been executed. Now let's take the other example, and I say x greater than 20, and let's see how does this program behaves. Phi greater than 20 is false, therefore the body of if doesn't evaluate, but the body of else should be evaluated. Now when we evaluate the body of else, the first thing is it will print 4, and it will check phi greater than 3. Yes, phi is greater than 3, and it will print phi as well, but the body of else should not be executed since the body of if has been executed. Now I want you to take the value of some value of x over here, or some condition over here, so that the output is 4 and 6. I want you to change the value of x or this condition so that you get the output as 4 and 6. Thank you friends for watching this video on nested if else. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. And in the next video, what we are going to do is we are going to solve a program on the nested if else. Thank you very much for watching my channel. Thank you.